I don't know why this shit always happens, yo. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Let me know if I could be heard. Let me know if I could be heard. Man's late to his own stream. You know how I do. It ain't a J main stream if I ain't late. I don't know why this shit always happens, yo. Hustle mic and check, motivate. Mic what check, up? Mic check. Let me know if I could be heard. All right, we good. Bronze player, what up? King Cove rocking with J Main this time. Have to catch BG later. You know I'm the only place you need to be. Ain't nowhere else you need to be. Rock with your boy. We got about 10 minutes left to this joint start up. I gotta go use the bathroom real quick. I'm gonna be right back. Y'all get comfortable. Don't go nowhere. Hit that like button for me. And yeah, I'll be right back. Hold on, let me turn my my mic down just a smidget. Sound like it might be a little bit too loud. I'll be right back. Hold on. He said this joint about to be trash. Absolutely. Bless, what up? Chris Righteous, what up? We got the throne on deck. All right, I'm back. We got Patron on deck. Oh, man. All right, let me get my camera on. Is this thing on? This thing is on. All right, let me zoom my joint in. Who we got in the building? Super Savage. This gonna be Dookie Juice. Facts, Fernando. All I'm really expecting is Halo's release date. That's all we here for, baby. That's all we here for, dog. Give us an update on that Halo release date, please and thank you. Who else we got in the building? Chris from Yoko. What's good, my dog? It's my boy right there. What they do? I gotta hop on that Dead by Daylight with my boy Chris. He be on that thing heavy. Heavy hitters. Suckers. Spider-Man trailer, that joint was heat. What y'all thought? Sinister Six in that thing. What's good with your boy Doctor Strange, though? He acting different. He acting strange for a little piece of change. Jay Harvey in the building. What's good? What's good? I'm loving seeing all my people pull up. All my people pull up. All right, we in here. We in here. Yeah, we not expecting much from this, y'all. We not expecting much. Actually, we only got 1 minute. I was about to pull up the Spider-Man trailer. We only got 1 minute, but I'm not expecting much. They said don't expect no major announcements, but no major new announcements. I think they just said updates on things that are coming out this year or that they already announced. So I'm thinking maybe Halo Infinite, maybe we get a release date or something like that for it. Hopefully. Actually, let me watch this joint on Twitch because that usually be ahead. Free Band Gang, what up? I think it's 1080p.
Viele gleichgesinnte Leute da, die alle Bock auf neue.
This ain't even got the countdown like that. Yeah, we on Twitch. We on Twitch, boys. So if y'all watching with me, pull up the Twitch. Actually, just watch mine. We ain't too far behind. Max B, what up? King Quiso. I'm not expecting nothing gaming exciting wise till Tokyo Game Show. Man. Game Pass. Dying Light 2 on Game Pass day 1. Ooh. That would be a fire ass announcement. As far as third party wise, I think that would be the biggest Game Pass announcement yet. I think that would be the biggest joint yet. Y'all let me know how this audio is sounding in comparison to my voice.
Why I love Gamescom.
Actually, I need to turn this down.
But if you're into the newest tech, like the brand new Xbox, or the upcoming video game releases,
y'all let me
like
know if my voice is super loud or the background audio is super low or too loud.
You're bound to find
let me know.
anything and everything that you love and want to do, all under one roof. So go check it out. See you there.
Die Gamescom bedeutet für mich persönlich extrem viel. Es ist nicht
Gamescom?
nur ein Urlaub. Es ist jedes Mal ein Riesenabenteuer. Jeder einzelne Messetag ist speziell und man weiß nie, was passiert. Ich habe so viele lustige
Going to see that Candyman this Friday?
Keine Sekunde davon
I can't wait for that. That new Candyman about to be fire. I'm actually going to the drive-in theaters to see that. I ain't been to a drive-in theater since I seen a Harry Potter movie. What Harry Potter movie was that? Let me see. And I don't even like the Harry Potter movies. I want to say it was Order of Phoenix. Yeah, I think it was Order of Phoenix I seen in the drive-in theater. But I ain't never seen the scary movie in the drive-in theater. That shit gonna be good. Microsoft needs to send half of 343 employees back to the dumpster that they came out of. That joke just never made sense to me how 343 has so many employees. Oh, we starting. I think Parris is hosting this. Your boy Parris Lilly. On Game Pass. I hate the way he say Game Pass. He be like on Game Pass. Everything just needs to be on Game Pass. Game Pass is the future.
to our Gamescom 2021 Xbox stream.
We've got so many great game updates to share with you today. We're talking Age of Empires 4, Psychonauts 2, and my personal favorite, Microsoft
Here,
Flight
Psychonauts
Simulator.
2 is lit.
Later on, we'll take an extended look at Forza Horizon 5. There's
Not so
much
vicious.
going into this, and Playground Games' vision of Mexico is muy bonito.
And we'll be getting our first look at the cover car for the game, Parris. I got $5.
He aligned himself with Xbox for this reason. Shout out to him, though. I mean,
$5.
he did what he had to do to get where he at, man. I
Indeed.
can't complain.
Our Xbox
I can't be
Play
mad
team
at
will
that.
Also chat with devs and deep dive into current and upcoming games all week on twitch.tv/Xbox.
Let's get started with Techland and their upcoming zombie parkour sequel, Dying Light 2: Stay Human.
Dying Light 2 to start off the show? Woohoo! Let's go!
Hello, I am Timon Smektawa.
Let me
Dying
know if the
Light 2
audio was
lead
good,
game designer.
please.
And this is David Lubryka, animation director. Hi. We can't wait until December 7th to finally give you Dying Light 2 Stay Human, the game we have been working on really hard for the last few years.
We're hoping the gameplay video you're about to watch will give you a foretaste of parkour and combat systems waiting for you in the game.
And we are just about to enter the city, fighting our way
I wonder
through
if-
its brutal and dangerous streets. Though,
I wonder if this
as
game
you
has
will
the
see in a
PS5,
moment, there are
Xbox
plenty
Series
of things
update.
you can use to your advantage. So watch closely, look for special combat and parkour moves, and check out how with just a bit of creativity you can combine the two. Ready? Let's go.
Sometimes I wonder what this city looked like before all this. Probably like many others. People had their ambitions, plans, lives. Now it's all gone. The virus started it, but it was the people who made the world the way it is. This city, Villador. They tell me they had a vision. They had hope. But soon, one vision broke into many different ones.
Audio good from your one earbud.
Instead of fighting together, people stood against each other. War broke out.
I can't wait for this game,
The
yo.
little bird met a broken leg.
Hope died. Now the city is falling.
Each time we strike down an enemy, we absorb their strength.
But I can't let that happen. At least,
Look at the traversal. The traversal in this game so much better than the first one. All the parkour and stuff.
Still some rats here.
I have to pick a side.
Running along
There's only
walls.
good people. You're doing great so far.
I have to make a difference.
Let's check and see.
Phew. That's how old buddy knocked me out on 12 minutes the other day. Oh, shit.
They say that great change is a series.
Oh, you
of
got a
small
glider in this
gestures.
game? Why didn't I know that?
How about this series?
This game's stealing shit from Breath of the Wild. CMB Bosch. How long does it take you to get your first perfect like that? Oh, my do-rag perfect. Oh, I done perfected the do-rag time. I can get this done in like 30
Is all
seconds.
hope really gone? We'll see about that.
Well, that was an exciting trip, wasn't it, Timon? Did you notice those bandits in medieval-like armor?
Gian
passing
Gian
by
the Don, I didn't even
skyscrapers,
say what up to
bands,
you, my boy.
mad
What's good?
billboards? That's what we call a modern Dark Ages.
And it's a very unique design, one very important for the plot of Dying Light 2. But there's another thing that stood out to me, all those parkour moves that you and your team has put so much effort into.
Well, all you need is a few thousand of animations, cooperation with professional tracers, mock-up sessions, and invaluable help from David Bell, whose face and moves player will see in the game, by the way.
No, yes, right. And we've got twice the number of parkour moves compared to the first game, and we are showing some of them in this trailer. The vault kicks being the most important to me personally. It brings a whole new fighting style into the game. The player can stagger an enemy and use them to perform further attacks, for example by rebounding from their bodies, jumping off them onto other foes, and so on.
I think we captured the movement really well and made it quite simple for the players to perform.
Game
I
Pass?
can't wait for them to try it out and tell for themselves how much they loved it.
It's definitely going to be useful.
Phil
the
Collins,
city's
what up?
buildings are higher than anything we have done before, improving its verticality. Players will need to find a way to reach those tall skyscrapers and other challenging spots too.
Then it's good we scattered some helpers around, like a paraglider, which can support players in both parkouring and combat.
Paraglider.
Exactly, and it's gonna do great, especially in fights against humans, which are more frequent and important than in Dying Light 1. It's been over 20 years since the events from the first game, so people adjusted. They are much bolder now, at least during the day.
And they are more vicious too.
And I think that's a great summary of this discussion. Pre-order Dying Light 2 and explore its vast, complex world on December 7th. Thanks, David.
Thank you.
Alright. No Game Pass announcement. They wouldn't be telling us to pre-order if it was going to be on Game Pass.
For the first time in the storied history of the franchise, Microsoft Flight Simulator launched on a home console with the release on Xbox Series X and S last month. Reviewers and gamers alike were blown away by how well the stunning visuals and the depth of the simulation
December 7th.
translated to the console, and that's why I'm extremely honored to welcome the head of Microsoft Flight Simulator, York Newman, to the stream. York, thank you for being here. The last time we met was at the Xbox Game Showcase.
Anybody check
and
out
it
Flight
was getting ready
Simulator?
to come out on consoles. How did that go?
It went great. As you said, the reaction to the Xbox console launch
Ooh, I like that jacket,
was really
though.
just amazing.
That jacket
Both
is
from
fire.
Xbox gamers and from the press, they've been so gracious with their feedback. I don't know if you know, but Flight Simulator is one of the highest rated games on Xbox this year, which I think is just great validation that the translation of the simulation to the console has really worked well. Our usage numbers are through the roof.
Pre-orders the 7th. Won't be
We are
surprised if it comes
absolutely
out.
shattering
Nah, they
franchise
can't delay
records,
it
and I
again.
can tell you, there have never been more people playing Flight Simulator than right now. So it's an awesome time.
That is awesome. Congratulations on the launch, really. But
Oh my God, him with these damn glasses.
All right.
I want to go to the danger zone. So what's going on with Top Gun?
There's so much going on, Parris. So you and I talked about Top Gun Maverick earlier. The fans are super excited. They saw the FA-18. They can't wait to start flying. And as you know, it comes out later this year as free DLC alongside the movie.
You can put Flight
But as
Simulator
the
on
movie
to
is
go to
still
sleep.
under wraps, so are we. So I can still not tell you that much about it. But there's so much else going on even before Maverick. So we are continuing to do our monthly big releases that we've been doing for a long time. And next month, on September 7th, we are launching World Update 6. And this World Update, I mean, at the beginning of the show, if you
Yeah, I
remember,
feel like
there
if
was
you
a
got like
little
the
red
flight
plane
stick,
flying into Cologne.
all the
Well, we did that
accessories to
because
fly
World
a
Update 6
plane, like
updates
that's what
that
this game
region,
is
the
for.
region of Gamescom.
If you're
So
just playing this
Germany,
joint on the
Austria, and
controller,
Switzerland. And what that
like
means
that stuff
for
is
us
probably
we
boring.
have
But if you
new
got all the
aerial
controls and stuff
satellite
like that,
images. We
then
have
I
a
can
new
see it
elevation
being
map
like
that helps us
interesting
with the
in
mountains, so
that
the
way.
Alps actually look awesome.
It looks
now.
beautiful though.
We have new 3D cities like Frankfurt and Wuppertal in Germany. We have Basel in Switzerland. We have Vienna and Graz in Austria. And those cities look just amazing. They have like 7 centimeters resolution, and it's awesome. But we want to celebrate the entire region, so we picked 100 of the most scenic places, the most famous landmarks, and we call those POIs. And we sort of spread them throughout the simulation. And we also added airports. We did Lübeck and Stuttgart in Germany, and Klagenfurt in Austria, and St. Gallen in Switzerland. And what it ties it all together is missions. We're having new discovery flights, we have new landing challenges, and we have new sort of tours of the country. So they fly you around all the awesome looking places and really celebrate the beauty of this region of Earth.
I ain't even gonna lie, I'd be the worst interviewer. I'd be asking questions and don't even listen to the response. I'm thinking about dinner when I get home.
To be able to announce the date here at Gamescom.
I be doing that shit sometimes on a podcast.
That is really incredible, all the different regions and
like
everything.
I be having a question, or we be doing the
ways
topic,
that
and I
you'll
just
be
be
able to
zoning
actually
shit
highlight
out. Like
those.
damn.
Yeah, I think it's really
wonder if
cool.
I still
but,
got that
you know,
piece of
for us,
cake in the
it's actually
fridge
not
after the
just region and the
podcast,
visuals. We talked a lot when you study aviation, when you love aviation like we do. You actually realize that a lot of regions of Earth have a very special relationship with flying, with aviation. Sometimes it's, you know, the first experiments with aircraft, or a famous
Well, I'm finna
pilot,
spank
or
it to on
a
Pornhub
feat
after
of
this
aviation,
podcast is over.
or like a local manufacturer. So we thought to ourselves, why do we not use these world updates to celebrate the planes? So we are announcing a new series. We call them Local Legends. And think about that as planes that are locally well known, like in that region, but outside in the world, not so much.
Yeah.
But why not use the World Updates to highlight this, to bring these awesome machines to a worldwide audience? So for World Update 6, we picked a German plane from the 1930s. It's called Junkers U-52. In Germany, it's lovingly named Tante U, so Aunt U. And we think of us as sort of a digital preservation. So we really want to get these planes to an extreme level of detail. We're going out of our way to really go deep. So we're doing a full scan. We take full scans of the outside and the inside, as detailed as 1 millimeter, which is as good as you can really do this. And then we're working
like
with,
that
for the
detail on
Junkers,
them
we work with
planes,
Bernd
though.
Junkers, who is the grandson of the original creator of the plane, Hugo Junkers. And he's helping us. He had a ton of insight and materials. Then we worked with an organization that is preserving one of the last surviving examples of the Junkers.
Oh yeah, Jay Harvey, why you here?
And take photographs.
You still got
And then
Battlefield
we were
5
lucky
though
to find
on
a
PlayStation
pilot
or
that actually
PC?
flew one of those planes while it
I've
was
been
still
playing that-
flying in
I've
the
been
real
playing
world.
that joint
And
heavy.
he lets us know, like, is the cockpit right and the sounds right? Does it feel right in the
And
air?
I'm better than you, so I wanna hop
so we're
on
having
that,
a blast
so I can show you
working
I'm
with
better
these
than you.
experts to really bring these, to celebrate this plane, to bring them back to life.
Do I eat
this is almost
cheesecake
like
or
you're
is that
creating
banned
like a
too?
digital
Oh, I
museum
love
for
cheesecake.
aviation inside
Cheesecake is
Microsoft
fire.
Flight Simulator.
Strawberry
I mean, it's basically
cheesecake.
that. It's a museum
All
with
different
flyable
types of
planes.
cheesecake. I
So
love
we're
cheesecake.
working with
I even like cream
40
cheese.
museums around the world.
That don't
And
taste
it's
like
honestly one of the
the other
funnest parts
cheese
of the
to me.
job.
Not even
you
close,
end up
you know?
working with these curators of planes. These are their babies, and they sort of see the tooth of time in the real world sort of nagging on their remaining planes, and they're so happy when we come in with our scanning equipment, and we're basically capturing their planes, and they know that we can digitally preserve them in perpetuity. And we're actually giving those scans
Jay
back
Harvey
to the
would be a
museum so
perfect
they can
wingman
do something
taking all
with
the
it.
masculine
And it's a great
chicks.
collaboration. And we're actually not just looking back in the history of aviation, we're also looking towards the future. So I have another announcement. We are working with a fascinating German company called Volocopter.
Yeah.
And they're making an
Helicopter?
eVTOL air taxi for urban traffic. So they have a vision of the future, how these drone-type machines basically connect people in large cities. We're working.
Don't they
directly
have,
with
like,
the engineering
Uber
team to make
helicopters
sure
and
that
shit
we are
like that in New York
capturing their
City?
plane, their
I'm
aircraft
pretty sure they
perfectly
do.
in the flight simulator, and that's coming out in November.
Now that's definitely the future though.
I mean, you weren't kidding when you're saying that there's a lot going on inside of Microsoft Flight Simulator. Is there anything else you want to share?
Vegan cheesecake is good. I have to
there's
try
one
that.
more thing.
Yeah.
He said
we
lies.
I'm so happy to
Nah,
announce
vegan
that we've
food be
partnered
good,
with
yo. Y'all
Wawa.
can't sleep on
That's
vegan
the
food.
Reno Air Racing
Vegan food is mad
Association.
good.
And
A lot
they-
of it
every
be coming
year they
down
put
to
on
how
something
you
called
season
the
things.
Steel National
A lot of
Championship
times we
Air
don't
Race,
fall in
and
love
we're
with
bringing
the-
this to Flight Simulator.
it actually
it's-
being meat.
this is
Sometimes
the
it's
fastest
actual- the
motorsport. This is
seasoning.
right down your alley. It's the fastest motorsport on earth, and I actually brought you a little trailer to look at.
So race, speed. We go into the danger zone, baby. Let's go ahead and show that.
All right, let's see what they got. Captured in real time, 4K. Parris must be so lost in the interview. That's why. All he keeps saying is, "I want to go to the danger zone." He don't know shit about no airplanes. That's it. Wow. Seeing that just made me want to play Battlefield. Play it day one, PC console on Game Pass. Okay, we get new Game Pass
You
announcements.
know I like going fast, and you know I love being in the danger zone. When is this coming out?
Man, these planes, they fly 500 miles, faster than 500 miles an hour, 50 to 250 feet above the ground.
Connor
so
Doyle.
you are definitely going to be
What
in
out?
the danger zone. I mean, without going into too much detail, this Reno Air Race is actually
use
the
the word
largest
season
expansion
around
we
JR.
have.
Hey,
since
my
we
wife
launched
is
on
white
Flight
too,
Simulator.
y'all.
It's not just
And she
because
know how
we
to season
scanned
some
all the
goddamn
famous
food,
race
so y'all-
bands
I
of the
can't
world,
be
and there's
sleeping
lots
on
of
the
them.
white women, man. Some of them
This
know
is
how to
also
cook.
the first time when you can basically race against your friends and pilots across the planet.
I done posted some of my
competitive
meals on the
multiplayer is coming
timeline.
to Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Seafood boils,
And that will definitely test your pilot
chicken,
skills. And you ask, when is it
steaks,
coming out? This is coming
all
out
different
this
types.
fall, so it's right around the corner.
Wifey
that
be
is
hooking it up.
fantastic. And you know I have the need for speed, so I can't wait to get my hands on this and participate in some of these air races.
Awesome, man. We got you covered.
All right, thank you. If going fast on the ground is more your speed,
I'll see
keep
you
an
day
eye
one
out
about-
for an extended
absolutely,
look
J.
at
Harvey.
Forza Horizon 5 later on in the stream. We'll also talk with Wasteland 3's game director about the game's next big DLC. But first, if you're an Xbox Game Pass subscriber, we have some great news for you.
Uh-oh. Humble Games are launching day one on Said, nah, my wife burnt water yesterday. I asked her to wash the sweet potatoes on the stove while I cut the grass. I came back and while the kitchen in the living room was smoking. Yo, I'm the worst at keeping my eye on the stove, dog. If I don't set a timer on my phone, shit will burn, dog.
Yep, somehow they did it.
Thanks.
They added even more games to Game Pass. But let's talk about what's coming up. We're talking Age of Empires 4, the game's creative director, and we're going to see what's next for Sea of Thieves.
Sea of
But now,
Thieves?
we've got a new roguelike retro shooter that, in grand retro fashion, sends you plundering through.
Okay, we back. We back. We back. My fault. Refresh. We should be back.
He unveiled the 100 Years' War and showed Joan of Arc. But we have yet another way in Age of Empires 4 that we're kind of bringing history to life that we haven't talked about yet.
I don't know what's happening. This shit keep going in and out, man.
Put me in suspense. I want to know more, so let's go with it. Let's hear more.
Okay, wait, you get one moment of suspense. Okay, that's enough. So what we brought today is we have these wonderful little videos that we've created that are interspersed amongst the campaign, and they're about 3 to 5 minutes each.
All right, we done.
We have over an hour of them total, and they're called Hands-on Histories. And what they are is a great way to like deep dive on certain fun subjects from the cultures we're representing and just from medieval history.
Excellent. Well, I hear you've actually brought one of those segments that you're going to share here for the very first time.
Yes, I have. We are going to show you the segment on one of the most popular Age of Empires franchise and a fan favorite, the Trebuchet.
Excellent. Well, this I got to see. Let's take a look.
A counterweight trebuchet was the king of all siege engines. A catapult capable of smashing down castle walls from great distances.
Yeah, this shit is a wrap.
At Warwick Castle in England, they've built a replica, one of the largest in the world. Originating in 7th century China, by the 13th century, trebuchets had evolved into devastatingly powerful weapons.
Such a simple design, but so effective.
It has several key features. A pivoted arm with a weight at one end, and a sling
Is it
to
back?
hold the projectile at the other. To prime, the 6-ton weight is raised using tread wheels.
So this is one of the wheels, one of two that's attached to an axle, which would lift the counterweight, weighing 6 tons. It's based on muscle power alone. What's essential about launching a projectile as far as possible is making sure that this end of the arm is moving as fast as possible. So once that weight drops, it really sends this point of the arm moving at its highest velocity.
This was done by positioning the pivot close to the counterweight and by launching the projectile from a sling. When released, the sling whips round.
It's back, okay.
Vastly increasing the launch speed.
Man, I don't know what the hell. I don't even know what they're showing right now. What is this?
Aimed,
What game
like
is this?
modern guns.
Age of
In
Empires
order
or
to
something?
weaken the castle walls or even breach them, you had to make sure that the
Everything looks
projectiles
good.
hit the
All
same
right.
spot.
This is something they
every
show on the
single
History Channel.
For each projectile to follow the same trajectory.
Why are you streaming
they
the
all had to
History
be
Channel?
the
This is
same weight
interesting
and
stuff,
shape.
y'all. Y'all need to learn something.
To achieve this, masons
This is
used
how
a
you
gauge.
build weapons.
Time. Now I'm going to load
This
projectile
COVID get real
into the
serious,
sling.
and this
one
we
must
gonna
weigh
be
about
fighting.
25 kilograms, but some projectiles can
So
get
make
up
sure
to
y'all
150
know
kilograms.
how to put
That's the
something
weight
like
of
this
2
together.
men.
Oh, let me make it full screen.
Trebuchets were also used to throw burning tar, beehives,
Trebuchets.
even dead bodies.
They was throwing bodies at
Cause
people?
maximum distress to the enemy.
That's insane. That's insane.
That whoosh.
It was the counterweight trebuchet's lethal combination of
So they
power
was
and
throwing a
accuracy
bunch of Xbox Series S's and shit at
that
people.
made it the ultimate medieval siege weapon.
October, that's coming out soon. Life and Times, what up?
You know I'm gonna say trebuchet.
This is why I can't stand Xbox. Like, why is this
remarkably
necessary?
unique, something you don't see in games very often.
Yeah, so, you know, one of the things when we were looking at what we were going to do with Age of Empires 4, there's a phrase I'm really fond of, which is history is only as interesting as the people who taught it to you. And you could say that about any subject, really, right? But
That's
I think
true.
the great
I
thing
agree
is
with
when
that.
you have someone that's so enthusiastic and passionate about history, it really comes across. And we wanted to be that kind of teacher for history. And there's a phrase called humanized history that I use to kind of describe what we tried to do, which is we tried to like connect past and present. And you can see that kind of in our briefings as well, where we've got like real stuff with like CG kind of overlaid to show you the history. And so for these, we really wanted to do that same thing. So ourselves and Relic partnered with this amazing group in the UK called Lion TV, and they've
Man, that
done
boy
production
TV
on
yellow
an
as
amazing
shit.
amount of shows and documentaries for the BBC.
Boy was eating some
won every
Cheetos
award you can
before the
imagine for media.
conference.
And they travel to all of these
My boy
locations.
was
in all
tearing
these
a bag
different
of hot
countries to
Cheetos
meet
up
with these
before he
subject
came on
matter
stage.
experts and get all of
Good
this great
Lord.
footage on how things really worked and how things were made. And it's been delightful to kind of go through that process and, you know,
He got to
get
catch
all
a
these
Predator
and finally
haircut.
showing them.
I love it. Now, you also,
Especially with
of
the
course,
New Balances
you've got a
on.
bunch, as you mentioned, of these hands-on history
Mm-hmm.
segments. Anything else that you can tell us fans about what we can expect, looking forward to? Any favorites you got coming up?
Oh, well, favorites. Oh, man. Well, I think my personal
If my hairline
favorite
ever
is
get like
one
that,
called
I'ma just go
Medieval
bald.
Surgery.
Okay.
And
What is
I'm gonna let
that?
your imagination go with what we might show and what we might talk about in that one.
Yeah.
But the thing I love about them is that they go all over the place. So, you know, we've got ones on warfare and castle building and like how they kept flaming arrows from not going out once you shot them. And so.
What the hell just happened? We dropped frames again? No, it just blacked out for no reason. Okay, it's not me this time, right? Did it go out for everybody else too? Yeah, they saying rest in peace. The stream died. Oh shit, what happened? Is it dead on their channel, other channel? Let me see. Oh, wait, it's good on YouTube. The Twitch joint is dead as fuck.
I just love the
Oh my
behemoth
God.
amount of history that you guys.
Loud as hell.
Age of Empires always known for bringing history alive in a completely different way, and I also love to mention this to people that. You and the team do so much research, and it's so great to see this approach being used in a hands-on history kind of segment.
All right, we
But,
watching
I mean,
on
what was
YouTube.
that approach like to sort of, sell going forward, especially since it's such a unique in-game experience?
Well, the cool thing was it was there
Twitch
from day one. It was
stream
one of the things I
dead.
really wanted to do is try to tell
Twitch
these
outage,
stories
okay.
in a different way. But I'll tell you, like full disclosure.
Yeah, I'm
it's
telling y'all, the
insanely
shit that just
different
happened with
because
my internet
we're
was
trying
weird
something
as
completely
hell.
different that no one's ever
Like, I
done
checked my
before,
router, everything was
in
good.
A game, right? We're history, but we're a game.
was just
we're teaching you
bugging
things,
out
we're
for no
having fun,
reason.
And finding that middle ground has been really
Chomping at the bit.
challenging.
Oh,
well,
every
October
time we've tried to
28th,
show it, we've shown it.
we
Wait,
are
what?
launching the game. You can go to ageofempires.com to learn more about the title, and if you're really, really excited,
This shit is a
right
hot
now, you can
mess,
go onto
man.
the Microsoft Store or Steam, pre-order the game right now. And of course, we will be there day one, Xbox Game Pass for PC as well, so anyone that's on that can just grab the game and start playing. But
Yes, I believe you are a part of something very special.
One more
yeah,
thing.
So Gamescom opening night live.
Yes.
11 a.m. Pacific time. There might be something Age of Empires related in there, so if you're a fan, you probably should tune in.
I'm gonna try to watch that tomorrow
Cheese
too.
from Mr. Ice Green.
I don't know if
And
I'm
I
be able
like
to
it
get
very
it
much.
off.
Adam, thank you so much for joining us here.
Always a pleasure, Kate.
Always a pleasure. Age of Empires 4 looks fantastic, so I cannot wait. October 28th, neither should you. Now, we have tons coming up here today, including a new update for State of Decay 2 and an extended look at Forza Horizon 5 with our friends at Playground Games. But now, let's catch up with Parris, who's gone from flying the skies in Microsoft Flight Sim to a different kind of cloud.
That's right, Kate. Xbox Cloud Gaming is already available on Windows PCs, mobile phones, and tablets. And now, it's coming to Xbox consoles. The future with cloud gaming sounds bright. No waiting to install, no running out of hard drive space, no waiting to patch.
Can I just
no
put the
buying a
Spider-Man
new
trailer
console
on?
just to play with your friends.
I
See
know,
how
right?
the vision of cloud gaming will bring people together without barriers.
So when I think about cloud and when I think about gaming, those two things together to me really show you the future where you can pick up something and you could play it anywhere and you could do it quickly.
Shout out to xCloud, man. Microsoft really pushing the envelope forward with xCloud, man. Games on the go, phones, tablets.
Cloud gaming is phenomenal. That's pretty great. I mean, that's pretty awesome.
This actually looks so good.
See, now you're lying.
Games are large, and
Now
you
you're
want to
lying.
keep the ones that you know you love on your hard drive. Xbox Cloud Gaming is about being able to discover the new ones right away.
Do I
It's
listen
super
to
exciting
rock
that for our
music?
Game Pass Ultimate members,
I
they
don't
will
have
get to
like any
experience Xbox
specific
Cloud
or
Gaming on whatever
particular
console they have.
rock groups
Cloud
or
gaming is
rock
really about
musician that I
looking at
like,
how
but
people play
it's a
differently.
genre that I
know
can
me
listen to.
in
Yeah.
particular, sometimes
Why, you
I
got
just
some
have 20
suggestions?
minutes.
Let me know.
It
I'll
should
check
be
them
as
out.
easy as finding the game that you look for on your console and just jumping right in.
We're targeting 1080p,
Bro, this is
60 frames per
bad,
second.
yeah.
What's crazy about this is like the latency. This is the kind of stuff you need with cloud gaming.
Oh, 60 frames? That's actually very smooth.
I just don't see the
process itself to
point.
get into cloud gaming feels like you're playing on console, right? You go, you find the game you want, you press play.
It's so easy nowadays. You can pick up any device and pretty much play any Xbox game on Game Pass.
It's
If
like
my
one
friends
big ass
have titles
commercial.
that I don't have yet, I can just wait for them to send me an invite. It makes content just so much
You
more
thought I was about to
accessible.
freestyle? If anything about
I really
Xbox is
love
gonna
the
be a
flexibility
diss track
that's
for dropping this
Everything
bullshit.
that Xbox is doing right now is just getting rid of the limits of having to be on a specific platform or a specific console, play on PC and mobile, and now on Gen 8.
Yeah, Gen 8 consoles can play Gen 9 content. Isn't that so cool?
With cloud gaming, we have the ability, because you are connecting to consoles that are in our data centers, to allow the Gen 8 customers, the Xbox One customers, to play games that their hardware wouldn't have been able to play without it.
There's so much opportunity when it comes to thinking about how we can make content more readily available and let people play where they want to.
xCloud as a
Sign me
concept
up.
is
I'm ready for
cool.
cloud gaming right now. Let's do it.
But-
when's the release date? When does it release?
It's not ready yet. It's just not ready yet. Oh, holiday 20. Wait, what? Is that the official launch of xCloud?
August 9th saw the release of the free optimized update for Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice on the Xbox Series S and X. With beautiful and rich visuals, thanks to the addition of ray tracing and improved materials alongside its
We getting
performance
a Hellblade
updates,
2 update?
this is the perfect opportunity to relive Senua's journey or experience it for the first
Come on,
time.
Parris.
And if you haven't played this, do yourself a favor,
Give me a Hellblade
grab
2
a pair of
update, Parris.
headphones, and immerse yourself into this world.
Agreed. Speaking of unique experiences on Game Pass, the Xbox Plays team will be taking a look at some ID at Xbox titles over the next few days, including 12 Minutes and The Big Con.
They're also talking with developers from Halo, the Master Chief Collection, Forza Horizon 5, and Destiny 2. So join the live Q&A.
12
to get your
minutes.
questions answered.
That game is actually
all
pretty
of those
good.
Streams on Twitch.
I beat that on stream. Y'all go check that out. 5-hour long
Speaking
stream.
of
Beat the
Forza
whole
Horizon
game.
5, don't forget, our friends at Playground Games will give us an extended look at their monument to motoring in Mexico later on.
That includes never-before-seen areas of the game map, plus cars that have never been in the Forza franchise before. I've loved everything I've seen of Forza Horizon 5 so far, and I can't wait. Now, Kate, there's more games to check out, right?
Well, right you are, Parris. Let's talk Wasteland 3. Their newest DLC introduces us to a new cult. The Cult of the Holy Detonation.
The holy detonation is life. Deep within Cheyenne Mountain, we've changed. Devolved into the mutations you see before you. Set on a righteous path. The holy detonation's life-giving glow should be
Y'all tried xCloud? Yeah, it wasn't it, man. I mean, it wasn't it for me. You beta tested xCloud on iOS and it wasn't bad at all, especially if you're not at home. Shit, I played that joint home wired and I didn't have a great time with it. So I don't know how you had a decent experience with it, not even at home. You should know better. Yeah, I know. Ain't gonna be no Hellblade 2 here.
With new patches, bug fixes, and added features, like fine wine, Wasteland 3 just gets better with age. To really savor the game's bouquet, we're talking with inXile game director David Rogers. David, thank you for joining us.
I'm super stoked to be here. Thanks.
So in the trailer, we saw that the DLC is coming out on October 5th, but we know, inXile Wasteland 3, you guys have been working on this for a very long time. So can you kind of talk about that journey?
Yeah, our dev team has been working nonstop full
This conference is
trying
like
to make
Alex
Wasteland
talking
3
on
the
PSP
best version of
just
itself
a
it
bunch
could
of
be.
nothing.
Over the past year since
Be
its release,
nice,
we've added
nice.
features, we've balanced,
I
we've
mean, you're
listened to the
not
community,
wrong,
we've fixed
but
bugs,
you don't
added
have to
stability,
say it.
And
It's
I
like,
really
nah.
think that the version that we have now is the absolute best
Actually,
version
Alex put out a
of the
video
game.
today
And if you've never played it
bashing
before, now's an
Xbox
awesome time to
fanboys.
jump in.
So
Well,
if you thought his
congratulations
channel was
on everything
all
that you've been doing with
PlayStation
Wasteland 3.
fanboy
Now,
bashing,
this DLC is
today he
called
stepped out of
The
his, you know what I
Cult of
mean?
the
He
Holy
stepped out of his
Detonation.
lane, stepped out of
Now,
the box.
Talk about that a little bit. Tell me what's going to go into this
No
DLC.
pun intended.
What should we be excited about?
Right. So you've heard of Cheyenne Mountain, right?
Yes.
For those who haven't, Cheyenne Mountain is this top secret military complex buried deep in the heart of Cheyenne Mountain in the middle of Colorado. It's designed to outlast a nuclear winter. And so when you hit level 16, an old friend calls you
Depends
and
on
says,
what
hey,
type
I
of
need your
games.
help
You're right
securing
about
the
that.
secret military base and all the secrets within. And as soon as you get there,
I feel like Ori
you find
wasn't
two
too
warring
bad,
cults
but
battling
Halo-
over supremacy, trying to
Halo
take
was
control
pretty
of the
bad.
Holy Detonation,
Master Chief
which
Collection
is this pre-war science
pretty
experiment that they worship as a god. And, these cultists are insane, they're mutated, they've gone totally mad, and
They
all
announced
they
no
want to
big
do
news
is
out of
share the
this
holy
event
radiation with you and
weeks
your
ago.
entire Ranger team. How generous.
Yeah, that sounds a lot cooler than some of the cults I may have joined in the past. But this is typical Wasteland fashion. We're really going to be able to get in there and mix it up, right?
Right. So you and your Ranger team insert yourself right smack dab in the middle of their holy war, which, what could go wrong?
Yeah.
And this is a Wasteland game, so you decide everything. Choice and consequence is our bread and butter. And so you decide who lives,
at
who
them
dies, who
dislikes.
gets screwed over, who takes
What,
charge.
on this
You're
video?
deciding the fate of the cults, the Holy Detonation, Cheyenne Mountain, and ultimately all of Colorado. This is really your game to craft and mold.
That's awesome. So the last expansion was the Battle of Steeltown, right? You had giant robots and things like that. So you know, what are you going to do to actually top something like that from the last expansion?
Right. So we wanted like returning players to find something that they could never find in another version or like in previous versions of Wasteland 3. And so we built this as a Wasteland-style dungeon crawl. And in there, you find this awesome mix of mystery, exploration. You're meeting these crazy cultists who have been locked in this like pre-war time capsule, and some of the raddest boss battles we have ever been able to build in a Wasteland game.
That's awesome. I want to get back to the crazy cultists, but talk to me about these big boss battles. I want to hear more about that.
Oh,
so we
just
took
like
the
some
best
Alex
parts of
video.
Wasteland combat and we breathed new life into it with objective-based combat, which are basically super rad boss battles.
I told his
It's no
ass.
longer you're like huddling in a corner throwing
You
down
wait
turrets,
too
just
long to
going
make
on
an
murderous
Xbox fanboy
rampages.
video.
It's not about
The
killing, it's
Xbox
about getting the
fanboys
job
got too
done.
comfortable
So
on his
now,
channel.
combat doesn't end until the mission
Motherfuckers
is
started
over. We
moving
send
in
you
and
on
shit.
proper combat
Now
missions.
when
You're
he
in
gets
there,
on them, they
breaking
ain't
into
gonna like it.
prisons, rescuing POWs. You're disrupting these high-tech cultist rituals. You are splitting your fire team and coordinating like you never have had to before. Like everyone on your team has a job, and I really think this is going to take old players who know their Ranger team like the back of their hands, and it's going to make them scratch their head and really have to rethink how they go about combat and making it new, exciting, and
But yeah,
and
Jay,
challenging,
cop that
you know,
Battlefield
like,
5,
mentally
my
in a way
boy.
we haven't been able to
We could
really
play that.
do
If
before
anybody
with
in here
just
play
straight up
Battlefield
murder
5,
combat.
let me know. Hit me up on
Now,
PSN.
Wasteland has a reputation
play.
for getting a little silly.
Right.
What are some of the weird characters we can expect in some of the story encounters?
probably live stream that
see
joint,
in the game?
some
Yeah,
point
with
this
this,
week.
with Cult of the Holy
Maybe this
Detonation, we
weekend.
really got to cut our devs loose and just let them be creative and fun and silly. Like Exile's modus operandi is if we're like brainstorming and something makes us laugh, we just put it in the game. That's just how we do it, and we pick up the pieces afterwards because we want to make something that entertains
Glorious
us. And then
War
we know
said,
if
Jay,
we're
why are you
having
watching this
fun,
show? I have
our fans are
insomnia.
gonna
I was
have
hoping
fun
this show would
along
put
with
me to
us.
sleep.
And so we got to explore.
I'm hoping that they show something
into this,
Halo
like,
related
weird
here.
radiation
Because they
cult
said that
and
it
let you
was going
interact
to
with them and
be
talk with them,
about games they already
and tell
announced
stories
and
like, maybe
games
even
coming
join
this
them.
year.
And
So
so,
if
like,
we
for
can get a
instance, one of the
Halo
characters you
release
meet,
date
one of the first
here,
cultists you meet is
then
this
it'll be worth it.
slathering
It'd
beast.
be
He's
worth
got
it.
like claws and fangs and spikes jutting out.
We still got
and
about,
he's drooling, but he's like the nicest guy in
a
Cheyenne
little less
Mountain.
than an hour
Like you
to
meet
go.
him and he's like,
Hey guys, you should like come in here and like soak up some of these rads. It'll be great.
and he Sherpas you in and
Yeah,
lets
they-
you meet
they
the
doing
whole
way too
cult.
much
And, like,
talking.
and another one of my favorites is the Proteus. He's what you get if you took like 20 cultists and you like melted them into a big pile, kind of like I would do this with like a magnifying glass. I would like melt like army guys and like GI Joes into a big pile, and he's wet and sloppy and gross, and he's hard to understand, and he needs a translator supposedly.
What's my
And-
PSN?
but he's like your
It's down in
number
the
one fan.
description, but
And
I'm gonna
getting
put
to
it in the
build, like,
chat
this
right now.
Totally out there, wild, extreme character was a ton
That's
of fun
my name
to write
across all
for.
platforms,
It's a ton
too.
of fun to like explore like what makes this cult tick, and he's an absolute blast. Hell, even some of the
Call of
weapons
Duty
that you find in
multiplayer?
Cheyenne Mountain,
Nah, I doubt
they're
they showing
devolved
it.
cultists. Like there's one guy, and he kind
Oh,
of
that
devolved into this
multiplayer
like
shit is
vomiting
this weekend
bagpipe
too, the
creature, and he
alpha.
has this real like kill me
I'ma try and
vibe
play
about
that
him.
as well.
But we get to play with these
Friday.
fun body horror themes that let us jackknife between sort of like dark and serious and like goofy and funny, which is a line that Wasteland really loves to ride. Like
Xbox Gamescom has always been a big inside Xbox.
But
yeah.
you know,
Yo,
it's
he's
the
still
Wasteland
talking,
brings us up.
man.
Oh, I can imagine.
Wrap it
Now,
up!
We talked before. You've been working on Wasteland 3 for a while. There's already expansions that are out there. But say I'm a new player. Say I'm
Oh my
watching this right now, and I'm like, man, I want to get into Wasteland 3.
We don't.
What would you suggest for new
Anybody
players
that wanted to
wanting
play
get into
Wasteland,
this?
play
And like I
it.
said at the top, like Wasteland is like the best version of itself right now because of all the work we've put into it over the past year. And so you can get the whole thing with the Colorado collection. That's the base game plus Cult of the Holy Detonation and Battle of Steeltown, all for a discount. Or if you have Game Pass, you already have Wasteland 3. Just download it and play it, and then you can get both expansions with the expansion pass.
That is awesome. Now, to kind of recap this a little bit, we've talked about, you know, spewing pus bags and these weird characters and the cults and the boss battles and all these really cool things that are going to be in Wasteland 3. But please remind everyone before we get out of here, when can you pick up this DLC?
Right, this Work of Passion, it comes out on October 5th. And we're really stoked.
That is awesome. So this is the Cult of the Holy Detonation.
Cult of the Holy
Detonation coming October 5th. David, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Parris. Appreciate it.
All right. In the 3 years since its launch, Sea of Thieves has played
Battlefield
host to
20
some incredible
Sea of
crossovers,
Thieves.
including
Now, I
unique
heard
chipsets inspired by games
this,
like Battletoads,
Jack
State of
Sparrow
Decay,
DLC is
Halo,
fire.
and more.
The Pirates
Today,
of the
we're
Caribbean.
excited to announce a brand new special event that will award players an all-new ship as a part of the latest Wild crossover heading to Sea of Thieves. Better yet,
Battlefield
this event
2042 gonna be
begins
fire,
tomorrow.
absolutely.
So get ready
Show us one of
to
Broken
make
Games
some mayhem,
HD's reviews.
and let's get our
'cause people
first look
sleep.
at this very special ship.
I thought that was a Half-Life logo. Oh, Borderlands. That's what that is. I was like, I know that logo looked familiar.
Guten Tag, everyone. Really cool to be a part of this.
Sea of Thieves has supposedly
Gamescom
gotten
event.
good.
And we were thinking, what's the best way to kind of celebrate
Yeah.
Gamescom and to be a part of this as Sea of Thieves? And so we're really excited to reveal that we're bringing the Mayhem ship set that you've just seen, a really, really cool ship that's inspired by Borderlands, into Sea of Thieves. And we're giving all of our players a chance to earn it during kind of the Gamescom time period.
It seems
So
like
it's
it
been
has a
really
lot of
cool to
content
work
now,
with the
though.
Borderlands team to bring this ship
So
to
if you
life,
into
and
games
giving
like
all of
this,
our
I think
players
there's
the chance to earn
enough
it as
there
part
now
of
at this
live
point where
event
people can
that
enjoy
we've
it.
cunningly titled Mayhem. You might notice the link. So you can probably guess the kind of activities that are involved. But if you head to Larina at any of the outposts in the Sea of Thieves world, she'll be able to fill you in on the details of what you need to go do to earn the ship set. So we hope everybody gets a chance to take part in this awesome time-limited event. So it starts today, and it runs through to September the 7th. So that's the time period you've got to get your hands on the Mayhem ship set. And I think that's it from me. So as always, I will see you on the seas.
Did I play War for Wakanda? No, not yet. I actually had no interest in playing the Marvel Avengers expansions until this War of Wakanda was shown. So now I'm gonna go back and play the Hawkeye joint and the what's the other one? Kate Bishop, and then the other dude, the other Hawkeye shit.
Hope.
What's this?
It's always been a dangerous world in Trumbull Valley.
State of Decay?
But now, it's hope that brings us back together.
This definitely State of Decay.
It reunites old friends.
God, this game looks
It builds
ass.
new bonds. And in the face of a growing threat, hope is the greatest weapon we have.
Yeah, State of Decay. I know this ain't State of Decay 3. Nah, this can't be no State of Decay 3. It's probably DLC for the second one. Kate Bishop is solid in Marvel Avengers. Nice. I'm gonna check that out. Because my boy, he loved that game. So I'm gonna get on there with him.
Welcome back
September
to Trumbull Valley.
Homecoming. Please don't talk about this too. Just go ahead and move on to the next one. Go ahead, just move on to the next one. Damn it!
Well, just like zombies themselves, it seems everything old is new again in State of Decay 2. And we have a guest to walk us through this
I'm
undead
never going
update
live for an
before we
Xbox
move on to
conference
the
again. I'm never doing it.
Hello,
Not a
I'm
showcase,
Grace.
not a
Good to be here.
conference,
Talk about
not an
the
interview.
Homecoming update
Nothing.
releasing on September 1st. We are very excited to get this into players' hands.
You are indeed. So let's talk about the Homecoming update. Obviously, we are coming back to Trumbull Valley. We were there for Heartland, the update, back in 2019. Talk to me about the differences, and I'll sit right here and listen, because you're adorable.
So Heartland is the story mode within the game, but it's a very linear, narrative-driven experience. You know, players couldn't move their communities there. So that's all changed with the Trumbull Valley map. It is the 5th core open world map. It's fully remastered, and it expands into 2 territories that were completely inaccessible in Heartland. So players can return to Trumbull Valley with their communities, start new communities there, and really start exploring everything that the new map has to offer.
So then, would Homecoming be a sequel then to Heartland?
So what?
Yeah, exactly right.
What
So
y'all think we're gonna get
the
some
events
Bleeding
in
Edge
Heartland,
DLC announcements?
Kind of play out. You see what happens
What y'all
in
think?
Trumbull
Since they,
Valley.
you know what I mean?
So we think of it
I think
as
we
the
might see
third
some
part
Bleeding
of our
Edge here.
Trumbull saga that began with the original State of Decay game, continued into Heartland, and now we see what has happened since then and what storylines might be coming to a close. So
Hey,
there
y'all better
is
not
a
hit the
lot
dislike
for
button
players
on
to
this stream because
discover, a
their
lot of
stream is
environmental
boring.
stories
I hit the
going to
like button
find,
for me because I'm, you know what I mean?
and,
I'm
things
here. I'm
have
providing
changed.
some
So this is
entertainment
the
to go
Trumbull
along
Valley
with
that
it.
players
Dislike
might
the
remember.
the
That's
other
really
shit,
exciting.
their
Interesting.
shit, the
Well, and
original
anytime you
video.
expand
Don't
something like
dislike
Trumbull
this,
Valley, you
alright?
have to have
I'm
a
not the one that's
juggernaut of
providing
content,
the boring show.
unintended.
Like
Talk to us a little
this.
bit about what some of those things are that players can get in on here now in the expanded.
Slide, what up?
Yes, a ton of new content. In fact, we're doing something unique with the Trumbull Valley map. There are items there that you can only find
Crackdown
on that map
3
and nowhere else
See,
in the game.
now that's a
Including
game
12
that
new
deserves
pattern
some
outfits,
DLC.
10
Crackdown
new
3
very
was
cool
actually a
weapons.
good game,
We've got
and
6
I'm
new
standing on
bases,
that.
2 new achievements
That
for
game was
achievement
actually
hunters.
fun to play.
And on top of that, we are adding the game's 12th
I
bounty
like
pack.
Crackdown
So that
3
will be
better than Days
available,
Gone.
from the bounty broker across all maps, and I have to say they are some of the coolest weapons I have ever seen go into the game. I'm so excited for people to find them.
There's only one
A
person I know that
juggernaut
likes State of
amount
Decay, and that's
content,
J
and I don't
Maker,
care who
Jimmy
says
B
that.
Gaming.
I love
Shout out to Jimmy,
That
dog. He
works
was
out
the
great.
only one that I knew that
Let's
liked
talk
this
about the State of
game.
Decay community because it's absolutely an integral part to this entire franchise. And State of Decay being on Xbox Game Pass, how has that impacted the community? How has that impacted the game?
They
Talk
show
to me about
Bleeding
this.
Edge, we
It's been
throwing
fantastic.
tomatoes.
And you know, we have an amazing
Big
community. We love them
tomatoes,
so
big
much.
juicy
In
tomatoes.
fact, one of the reasons we're doing Trumbull Valley as a map is because it was one of the
Kids
most
Move on Twitter
requested
said he doesn't
features
like
from the
this.
community, which
Why would
also
he?
makes it very exciting
is
for us to
trash.
be able to say, we did it, you get it. And we have a major milestone that we're celebrating. State of Decay 2 has 10 million lifetime players.
10 million lifetime.
How?
Hang your hat on that. I absolutely love that. That is
Really grateful.
incredible,
10
amazing
million?
news. Congratulations to you and the entire team at
Thank
Undead
you.
Labs, man.
Jesus.
Fantastic work. Well, speaking of Xbox Game Pass, let's give you the
You just
deets
hit the
one more
dislike
time
button
when
for
it
me
comes to the
saying
update.
that.
So the update releases September 1st. It's a free update for all State of Decay 2 owners, and it's included with Xbox Game Pass. Happy homecoming.
I love it. Thank you, Wonder, very much.
My pleasure.
Now we move
This
from
motherfucker
Trumbull
really
Valley
hit the
to the
dislike
Lost
button.
Valley
I'm
of
about to
Korea.
block your ass,
This
Bosh.
location trades zombies for ancient
Motherfucker.
warrior clans.
I told you, don't
forgotten temples
dislike
of
my
Undead
video.
Kings and a healthy dose of hack and slash. All this awaits in Stray Blade.
Wait, what is this? Stray Blade? That looked like the ogre from Sekiro, just throwing his weight around. Nice.
In Stray Blade, you discover the mystical lost
Dislike
valley
squad
of
is
Akria,
symbol.
a world which ranges from overgrown temple ruins to frozen caves and
Is
winding
that the real
canyons.
Alex?
A game world that changes based on your victories and plenty of dudes to stab in blade-to-blade combat. If that weren't enough,
Tony
you
in the
even get
building,
a
what
fuzzy
up?
little pal to help you out. Between the epic fights and this small guy, there's clearly a lot going on here. So let's hear more from Point Blank Games about Stray Blade.
Hello everybody, I'm Leonard Kausch, Game Director at Point Blank Games, and today I will show you
Bam
Stray
Bam
Blade.
in the building, what up, dog?
Stray Blade is an action RPG where you play a rogue adventurer who is exploring the ancient valley of Akria with his companion, a witty wolf named Boji. Unveil the history of the Forgotten Valley, master the powers of the 3 Akrian metals to restore balance to this war-torn land.
That is the how, as well as the why.
Combat and exploration are the 2 key elements of our
Oh,
game.
your video getting
Let's dive
disliked.
into the
Yeah,
combat
boy.
first.
I told you,
Our
you
combat
had a
system
refugee
marries
camp going on over there for the
strategic
Xbox
anticipation with
fans.
split
So they was
second
living over there
blade-to-blade
comfortably.
reactions. It
And
is
now,
the
you know what I
high
mean?
noon
You
of
talking about
skill-based
their
melee
favorite
weapon combat.
franchise, their favorite
To
piece
achieve
of
that,
plastic.
we put our hearts into creating
Now they gonna
fluid,
dislike the
well-readable
video,
animations
man.
and epic cinematic finishes.
See what
You
happens.
can choose from multiple weapon categories
But you be
that can
aight.
be combined to fit your playstyle.
You tough, right?
Now, let's take a
Motherfuckers
look
get
at the
dislike
exploration.
bombed every day. You be
Kriya's
aight.
colorful world ranges from overgrown city ruins to frozen caves and winding canyons. Together with your companion, explore the deepest corners of an ever-changing world, bristling with adventure. Every discovery holds treasure. Find rare materials, recipes, weapons, lore pieces, and beautiful places. Change is part of your journey. where every victory impacts the world around you.
Microsoft really throwing
time keeps
every
moving forward. Enemies
Steam
stay
dumpster
dead,
dive game
new
in the
foes
Game Pass. I
invade
hope
camps
something
that you were
sticks.
weakened, and when Boji revives
Yo,
you,
that's
only
a
one
fact.
thing
This is what I feel
the
like.
change
This
you
is a
brought
bunch of like
shapes what now awaits you.
back alley
And of course, get ready for
indie
epic
games
boss
that
fights.
nobody knew about or nobody really cares about, and they just throwing them on Game Pass.
We hope you enjoyed the first look at Strayblade, which will be out next year. And keep an eye on our social media channels for more information.
Man. Oh, these too sensitive. Crusader Kings
Next up,
3.
One of the most unique games finally comes to Xbox.
Yeah, unique. As in, my evil twin murdered 4 of my husbands because they secretly are in love with me. Unique.
What?
In case that didn't tip you off, we're talking about
like that
Crusader
jacket.
Kings 3,
I like
the
that
medieval
Xbox
grand
jacket.
strategy and role-playing game that has you trying to defend your royal line from those that would conquer your kingdom, and evil twins apparently.
Yeah, it's coming to Xbox as an adaptation,
The
not
fanboys
a
will
direct
keep
port,
coming
meaning
back
that the
regardless.
UI
Oh, yeah, they
controls
need
have
that
been
daily dose of
refined
copium.
to bring that grand strategy experience to a controller.
Not to mention bringing the grand strategy experience to my comfy living room couch.
We'll all be ruling from our throne room soon enough. Check out Crusader Kings 3 now, coming to Xbox consoles.
It's like human nature to watch something that you get downplayed or talk bad about.
Never forget
I don't know what it is
crimes
about that,
committed
but
against
people
us.
watch that.
Your father sought his glorious revenge.
We're attracted to like negativity and shit like that, so they'll be back. Or whatever we deem negative. Not saying your video was negative, Alex, just
That the
in general.
greatest wars are won with weddings, not warriors. With daggers, not swords. Only the small
I like them colors.
minded
I'm a big fan of
measure
colors.
success across the span of a single life. The real game is played across generations. You see, real strategy requires cunning.
Halo Infinite time yet, please?
Crusader Kings 3 is wild. You really haven't lived until you've made an 8-year-old the King of England.
Well, it's nice to have hobbies. We've all gotten into some weird stuff this past year.
Weird like diving into people's brains and exploring their mental
Psychonauts.
universe projected into a psychedelic 60s wonderland kind of weird?
Exactly that kind of weird, which means I am so excited for Psychonauts to finally get a sequel. It has been so long.
There really is
Kofi
something
said this
special
game is
about
better
Psychonauts,
than
isn't
Ratchet
it?
and Clank.
It really is indeed. Now, think about this. 2005, when Psychonauts originally came out, was a different time for gaming. Most of the biggest games that year, we're talking Resident Evil 4, Battlefield 2, Call of Duty 2. They were great games, for sure. But they were all big, beefy shooter games.
Meanwhile, Psychonauts had humor, whimsy, and surprisingly heartfelt moments. It was an oasis of color and humanity in an era when games were increasingly turning grimy, dark, and
They're
combative.
gonna end it with a Halo
Not to
delay.
mention having some deceptively deep character
Yo, if
moments.
they end this with a Halo delay,
That's why the original
fam.
is considered a cult classic.
It
The
has
backlash
been a
would
long
be
time
incredible.
coming, and it is finally here. Enjoy this
Mega
long-awaited
3000
launch
was good.
trailer for
Appreciate you
Psychonauts.
tuning in, man.
Well, this shouldn't take too long.
I want to play this game, but I don't want to play the first one because I never played the first one. Is the first one enjoyable still? Maybe I'll just watch a playthrough of the first one.
My name is Raz, and I'm the new intern. And today is my first day on the job.
Ratchet didn't live up to the hype for real, for real. Ratchet was good, but it definitely had a lot of
Did you forget
a lot of
everything I
negatives
taught
for
you
me.
about levitation, Rasputin?
I'm not supposed to check out equipment to...
Jay Bari, 10 out of 10 show. Let's go Xbox One in 2021.
What? Can't we just... No.
Because this is, to me, this showcase is supposed to be for them to show what they got coming for the rest of the year. And if this is what they got coming for the rest of the year, then what the fuck is there really to get excited about? I mean, we didn't see Halo or Forza yet, but like, come on. We want Crate Olympics. Facts, JD. I'm waiting for dudes to set up the crates. I'm gonna do that challenge. First one gave me issues on Game Pass, of course. First one's on sale for 80 cents on Steam. Oh, it is. Okay, maybe I'll buy it.
It wouldn't be the first time the Psychonauts underestimated Maligula's power.
Fire! Leave it to me.
Oh, Deathloop is still coming out this year. That's what this reminds me of, that music from Deathloop. Deathloop! That's that shit. I can't wait for Deathloop.
Well, it's clear I could not be more excited for Psychonauts 2 because I gotta be honest, me and that original game, we got some beef that needs settling. If you know, you know. The meat circus level, it is infamous, it is brutal, it is difficult to say the least. It's the final level of the original game that came out, and I cannot believe I'm doing the math on this one. 16 years ago, Tim Schafer and Lizette Teatree Montgomery. I am definitely dating myself, but you all welcome from Double Fine Productions. Thank you so much for being here. Tim, can you believe it has been 16
Snoop Dogg selling
years.
crates $50 a dozen? Oh, hell no.
Yeah, it feels like only yesterday, but it kind of was for Raz.
I seen grocery stores were selling crates for 99 cents a pop.
Left off. And even though it has been a lot of years, it's a game that matters a lot to us. We really love it here at Double Fine, and we know that a lot of fans, it meant a lot to them. And so we really want to be true to the spirit of the first game, which we were able to do because we brought back a lot of the same voice actors, and we also have a lot of people on the team here that worked on the first game, as well as bringing on a bunch of new people like Lisette.
Thank you. It was really important for us to carry the legacy forward, especially the cool style of Wonk that is very prevalent in the first
Tony Esquire, what's good, bro?
Style of Wonk.
Black women in
Put it on a
gaming.
shirt. I'm in there for it. Let's roll it back a bit. Of course, this can be a kind of a trippy idea if you're not familiar. Psychonauts, they still jump into people's minds, I'm assuming, like the first game, right? So if a Psychonaut sort of dove into my brain, it would be like a lot of Ted Lasso quotes and French Bulldog memes. Am I correct, Tim?
Yeah, that's what's fun about a Psychonauts game is that all the levels are different, just like every person is different, based on their personality. If you could jump into someone's mind, what would it look like in there? What would be the color of the sky, and like who would the monsters be? And in Psychonauts, you get to do that because Raz has the power of astral projection. And when he goes in, he gets to fight those monsters and help people deal with their nightmares and wrestle with their inner demons. And so there's a ton of variety, and there's a lot of anything goes. We can go to any location.
Shit, you jump into my mind,
and
you see a lot of KD highlights, a lot of Kyrie Irving, James Harden, Brooklyn Nets highlights.
I loved it from the first game.
That's all I've been thinking about.
Let's talk a little bit about how that kind of concept expresses itself in the game world. I mean, Psychonauts 2 has got it all over.
How long does the stream for?
Yeah, it was really important
90 minutes, so we got 30 minutes left.
Unique brain
half
worlds
hour.
And unique levels from the first game.
We already
and
know
style as
Forza
well.
is going to
So
take
we
up
really
a chunk of
focused
time,
on,
so we don't know what else.
How we could bring
after
forward
this.
that style in Wonk,
Hopefully
and also
Halo.
bring in new levels and enemies.
Now, of course, it wouldn't be Psychonauts without new mental demons. And I'm sure it's happening in Psychonauts 2. What does this mean? Does it mean basically
Xbox
that we're finally able to
that game as an exclusive, like white people claim that one black friend who
Well, I don't know if
perms
you get
their
to
hair.
slap anxiety
Yo.
in the face, but you definitely get to slap some panic attacks. And COVID
So
definitely
you
causes
bug.
those. In addition to panic attacks, some of our old enemies have also
I
come
have a
back.
family friend that works
Our
at Gorilla
sensors are our
Farms, and he
favorites,
offered
and
us
they're
those
definitely
crates
here.
before,
And in
but
addition
never
to
thought
that, we also
to take
have
him up on
our
it.
doubts.
Man.
And some new enemies. There's our lovely
Yeah, I used to
sensor.
work in the dairy.
Also, some regrets.
I used to have pallets of
some
crates
flying regrets. There
that I
are
would
a
have been had
ranged enemy,
available.
and they definitely are challenging. Our doubts are our slow,
Bless Red.
sticky melee enemy.
Said what's happening,
You
not a
also see
damn
our
thing.
enabler here. He is
We've seen some
our,
Psychonauts gameplay, though.
It energizes our whole combat troop. So we have a whole cast that you can battle and fight with.
Including the new Bad Mood.
Including the Bad Mood.
Which is
it's an electric storm
How
of
long is the
feelings that you
first
have to fight.
Psychonauts? Maybe I'll get to
Now,
that.
for
at
those
some
who
point
haven't
this year.
played the original, available now on Xbox Game Pass, by the way. Wink.
I'll try it there
Tim,
first.
why is Raz so good at
'Cause I
rummaging
got
through
Game
brains?
Pass.
Raz is he has some very
12
special
hours.
skills. He has 2 whole sets of skills. One being
God,
the
12
acrobatic
hours.
skills he learned growing up in the circus. He can balance on tightropes, jump on trampolines, swing on trapezes, and that helps him navigate and get around to all kinds of interesting places. But he also has this other side to his personality, which is that he's a powerful psychic. So he can levitate objects. He can use telekinesis and pyrokinesis. He has these powers, which people might recognize from the first game, as well as 3 new powers for the second game. He has the ability to mentally connect thoughts together, and he can connect 2 thoughts and actually connect 2 thoughts together to solve puzzles and to navigate in this game. He has the power of time bubble, which is just change and slow down how things are moving by changing people's perception of time. And he also has the power of projection, which allows him to pull an archetype, a personality, out of his unconscious mind and bring it into the world that he's in, like a companion in battle or
I still
in
gotta
puzzle
think.
solving.
I gotta play it.
But let's talk about the story for a second, because as the original Psychonauts, we saw Raz
We did good
training
though. She
to be
ducking
part of the
playing it
organization,
though.
and now perhaps he's part of a
Benson
whole
Payne,
organization
what's
at this point.
good?
And are there other brain agents, other Psychonauts out there?
I
that
used to
maybe
be in
grew up
dairy moving
in a
Cambodia breast
completely
milk.
different circus.
I used to love working dairy because my shift was early as
Yeah, we
hell.
have a lot of new
Like
characters
6
in this game.
o'clock.
We do.
I think
We
it
have
was
a lot of new
might even been
characters in this
5,
game.
but getting real early.
As
6
soon as
o'clock, get out
Raz
by 2.
arrives on the
Shit was
headquarters,
perfect.
he immediately gets introduced to the interns.
Mm.
And the interns quickly tell him and show him how he fits into the organization.
The bottom.
They're right down at
Right
the
at the
bottom.
bottom.
Said that's
Yeah,
I'm
so
dead.
earn his way back to the top
Watch
again.
out when they get
He's
rid
no
of
longer
Kyrie
the
before the
coolest kid in
season.
in
Hell
Summer Camp.
no.
And
Why would we
much to
trade
his chagrin,
Kyrie?
his entire family, his entire embarrassing circus clothes wearing family comes to visit him in front of all his new friends. And so the interns find out that he's the awkward middle child of a circus family. Each one of them has their own quirks and foibles, and some of them are even psychic. And so a lot of their story gets told in this game, including their backstory and how it relates to the foundation of the Psychonauts themselves.
Well, I like that. And of course, as you might know already, I'm sold. But you, of course, already knew that. When can myself and the rest of the world exact some beefy, meaty revenge?
The Nets opened against the Bucks. Easy
You
dub.
can get back to the beef and play Psychonauts 2 on August 25th on Xbox
tomorrow.
Game Pass and PC.
There it is. Lizette, Tim from Double Fine, thank you so much. And you know what? Extend a huge congratulations to everyone at Double Fine on the launch of Psychonauts 2.
Thank you so much. We're very excited.
Thank you.
And you can catch more of Tim Schafer and ask him those burning questions about the newest game in the fan favorite franchise in our Xbox Play stream tomorrow. But first, we're going from cleaning out mental cobwebs to cleaning up alien planets in this supremely satisfying 4K 60 trailer for The Gunk.
The stream is in 1080p. Stop telling us it's 4K 60. We don't know about that yet.
Pretty sure the ship's insurance won't cover alien storm damage.
Easy dub. Giannis about to dominate
to be
again.
careful.
Giannis ain't gonna do nothing.
Everything here.
Tell him to keep his feet to himself so he don't
This
twist
planet
nobody
is
else's
literally
ankle.
a paradise when the Gunk's gone.
The Gunk. I feel like I thought this game was alright the last time I seen it. Let me check it out.
Bex. Oh, please, Bex.
Image Informed Games. Thunderful. They ain't show us much, but alright. The Nets are psychological
We have talked
train
about
wreck
so
waiting to
many
happen.
incredible
Oh
games
my
today, and it's hard
God.
to pick a favorite. But let me
If
just
we
say,
didn't get
it is
hurt, we
so
would have won
cool
the
that
chip
Decay
last year. I don't
keeps expanding
understand
Tumble
what y'all
Valley.
talking
Come
about.
on. And hey, you know what? Great job on that Flight Sim interview.
Oh, thank you. I mean, talking to Jorg is always a blast, and Flight Sim is such a special game to me because, I mean, it's literally
Johnny
letting me travel
Kakashi,
the
what
world.
up?
But I was staring daggers of jealousy watching you talk to Tim and Lizette over at Double Fine.
Well, I will say this. I understand, but you got to play Psychonauts 2 already, so I don't even want to hear it.
That's true, but it's not the same as talking to the creators. Just trust me when I tell you, be excited for Psychonauts 2.
I will say this as well. I am excited to see even more of Psychonauts 2 on our Xbox Plays streams.
Yes, don't forget, Xbox Plays will recap all the week's news throughout the week at twitch.tv/Xbox. So make sure to check that out. Before Kate and I
My
let
boy
Playground
Parris
Games
Lilly
take
got the
wheel,
Michael Jordan
let me
eyes.
just say that it has been a distinct pleasure to chat games and nerd out with everyone today.
Wow.
Oh, it's hands down the best part of the job for sure.
Force is the
But we're
last
far
thing?
from done here.
Oh, okay.
Too true. Now, in June, Playground Games announced that Forza Horizon 5, the highly anticipated follow-up to 2018's breakout hit open-world driving game
I look
Forza
bored
Horizon
as fuck,
4
yeah.
arrives on November 9th.
This shit is
on
ass.
Xbox consoles,
My boy Dre, this
Xbox
is
Game
ass.
Pass for
We having
consoles,
fun in the
PC,
chat, but this
and
shit is
cloud, and
ass.
of course, Steam.
I want
And
to
if
see
you're watching
Halo,
our
man.
Xbox YouTube channel, switch over to our Xbox Twitch channel to see all this new exclusive content.
And that is twitch.tv/Xbox for the full vroom vroom experience. And if you're already watching on Twitch or one of the Forza channels, stay right where you are.
Without further ado, let's dive in, starting with the new custom Forza Horizon 5 controller, which is available for pre-order today. So
Here we
players
go.
can have it in hand by November 9th when the standard edition
Here we
of
go,
the
more
game
controllers. Let's see it. Oh. Oh, okay. Ooh, I like that. That's nice. I like that. And you got the translucent plastic. I mean transparent plastic. Oh, with the grips on the back too. I like that controller. That's nice. Limited edition controller. Another controller, but it's nice. It's nice. I can't be mad at it. It's nice.
Charlie here, and I'm at Playground Games.
Oh,
with
that's
Forza
where the yellow
Horizon
color
creative
came
director
from.
Mike Brown and Forza Horizon art director Don Arcetta. Hello, everybody.
Hey everyone. Hi,
Yeah,
Charlie.
I can't hate on that
Charlie.
controller. That's nice.
That is stunning. Look at that. Well, we obviously just saw a really cool video about it, and I'll be the first to say there is an amazing influence of
Like a
Mexican car
Suicide
culture
Squad
and
tro-
music literally
That's
displayed
true.
right across the front. Isn't that right?
Absolutely. It just feels like it's a part of the Horizon Festival, like it's just dropped out of the game into your lap.
Absolutely.
Absolutely love it.
And there's so much we do want to show the fans, and it's been quite difficult to decide where to start. So can you maybe tell us a bit more about the game, Mike?
Sure, yeah. So Forza Horizon 5 is bringing the Horizon Festival's unique brand of fun and freedom to beautiful and vibrant Mexico. Players are going to set out across the largest, most
I like it.
diverse open
Jordans,
world
too.
we've ever built in hundreds of the world's most beautiful and exciting cars.
Yeah, and people think that Mexico is just a desert or a beach, but there's so much more to it, isn't there?
That's right. Even though it does have pretty awesome beaches and a number of amazing
Not
deserts,
Big Bird.
It also has vast
Be
canyons,
nice,
hidden-
King
hidden
Darian. Be
temples,
nice.
Awesome, beautiful.
You're not
historic cities,
wrong,
and
but
even
be
a towering
nice.
snow-capped volcano, the highest point we've ever had in a Horizon game.
So you've talked about how Forza Horizon 5 showcases powerful, all-new graphical features, but what more can you tell us about that?
So yeah, our Mexican HDR sky captures really illuminate the world to the point where you feel like you're really there. And thanks to the Xbox Series X and S, ray tracing is utilized in Forza Vista to really make our cars look more true to real life.
Forza Vista.
You'll encounter
How
the
they ain't got
smallest
ray
of
tracing in the
details
actual
as
game?
you travel throughout the world,
That's a L.
all rendered in striking realism.
Oh, that's such an exciting overview. I cannot wait.
Black
And
news.
next
What's up
is
with
something
these
we know
women
that
with the
Forza Horizon
shaved
fans have
heads? I was
definitely
about
been
to say
waiting
that.
for
They
the
got
most.
a lot of
Mike,
them got the
what
shaved
exactly is that?
heads.
Yeah, that's right.
I thought that trend
we are
was
about
over.
to reveal the cover of Forza
Like the
Horizon
sun-
5,
that's like what Cassie-
featuring the incredible
Cassie had that, like,
Mercedes
side shaved
AMG1
head and shit
and
like that
the
with the long
2021
hair.
Ford Bronco Badlands. Should we take
Guess
a
they're
look?
trying to make a
Yeah.
comeback. I hate Forza. I'm gonna check out Forza 5. I never really been into like the motorsport series, but this is more like arcade style, different terrains, different types of vehicles. Like I'm gonna check this out. Mercedes AMG, November 9th. There's no excuses for no ray tracing.
Now, those are two
FSR is a
very
thing.
different ways to explore Mexico. So what I want to know is why those two cars
Yeah,
were
man.
chosen and what players can expect.
I don't think
when they
Halo
get
is going to
behind the
have
game.
ray tracing either.
Yeah, so those differences are exactly why we chose them. The Mercedes AMG 1 marks the first time a car features Formula One hybrid technology almost one-to-one from track to the street. And with the 2021 Ford Bronco Badlands, you know, that's primed for rugged off-roading across Mexico's vast terrain.
And I'm certain people can't wait to see more of what these cars can do in the game, so I don't think we should keep them waiting any longer. Mike, can you tell us about what we're about to see next?
Yes, so in a few moments' time, we'll be kicking off a Forza
Why
Horizon
y'all putting
5
birds in
Let's
this?
Go stream, and everybody should check that out for a
Why you
big
putting
deep dive
birds
into
in the
legends
chat
content
like
and
that,
features
Life
from
and
Forza
Time?
Horizon 5. But before that, we have 8 minutes of brand new gameplay. Where we're going to
Ooh.
see both the Mercedes AMG 1 and the 2021 Ford Bronco Badlands. And in typical Horizon fashion, we are going to see active volcanoes, cars jumping out of cargo planes,
I
and a
wanna see
race under
this.
beautiful Mexican skies all the way to the Horizon Festival. Should we check it out?
I think we should.
Ford Bronco. Y'all know who hyped to see that Bronco, right? O.J. Simpson watching this like, oh yeah. He was like, y'all know what I did in that Bronco. Dropped out the plane. Drop it like it's hot. Yeah, I might have to watch this trailer in 4K.
Bienvenidos a Mexico!
Here we take control of the 2021 Ford Bronco Badlands, atop of the towering, snow-capped Gran Caldera volcano.
See you on the other side!
Hard B to switch camera. Oh, here we go. Bingo, I got action.
Follow that car! Past me!
Oh, shit. Fire. Driving down mountains and shit. OJ looking like that's my cat.
There might be a little bit of traffic ahead. Watch out for
Nah,
that.
that's the beauty of Full Forces, the different environments you go through, you know? Yo! And a whole dirt rally? Something else about to drop out?
You go enjoy yourself. I have to go make another delivery.
AMG.
Drop zone approaching. Lovely
So
day
does
for a
Forza
drive.
have a like an actual story mode with like cutscenes and stuff like that, or is it just like a bunch of
So
different
now we see
races
the
all over the
2020
map that
Corvette
you go
Stingray
to?
tearing up the asphalt towards a dust storm in the Mexican farmland.
Outtrack the storm. Tú sigue adelante.
This looks kind of
Keep
cool.
going.
Nah, this look good. Cause that's why I can't get into like a lot of the simulation races, is because it's like you driving kind of like the same track, you know, a couple laps and stuff like that. This is like all different types of terrain, environments. Like, look at that. You gotta go through the whole dust storm, bro. That's fire. That's heat.
For the eye of the storm.
Nah, they should have had the map off right there. You don't know where you going next. Why they dropping out a plane like Fast and the Furious?
Okay, on my mark. 5, 4. 4 now, that's fine.
Flamingos.
This could get a little rough.
I'm gonna let y'all in on a new secret about me. I'm terrified of large birds. So anything bigger than like a pigeon, I get freaked out by it. If I'm like up next to it in person.
Porsche 911 Desert Flyer.
I've had nightmares of being chased by ostriches. I don't fuck with them big birds, yo. I'm dead ass. I'm scared of happy feet. Now, I guess, you know, like, penguins is cool. Because I don't know, I think when I think of penguins, I think friendly. Like, chickens, I've seen people get attacked by ducks, chickens, fucking turkeys. All them shits, dog, nah, I'm good. If they alive, I'm good. I like my chickens and turkeys dead and deep fried. Like they said on Rush Hour. You ever heard of Popeyes? That's how I like my birds. Another car about to drop out? What about geese? These feckers have teeth. Nope, no geese either. Used to have pet ducks. What the hell you doing with pet ducks? Actually, goose will fuck you up. That's what I'm saying. They be getting hostile, man. Oh, what's this?
This is the final drop. The whole festival is waiting. Go, go, go!
Oh, it's the AMG? I thought they already did the AMG.
What do you say? First to the festival wins? Vámonos!
And on the final leg, we have the stunning Mercedes AMG 1 at full speed across Mexico's sun-baked rocky coast.
Your cousin house used to have a heron or something come fly in for food. Oh hell no. I'm good.
Falling out of the sky, but all eyes are on the superstar making their way to the festival right now.
Yeah, they're definitely not showing us no Halo, yeah. 189 on the dash. We're about to hit 200 on the dash. Ooh, hit 200, hit 200. Ah, I ain't looking make it. Oh, he did it. 208. Damn. Whew. 210. What's the fastest y'all ever been in a car? I think the fastest I ever been in a car was maybe like 110. Birds are very violent. I'm telling you, they ain't your friends. Forza Horizon 5. Yeah, we're gonna check that out. Wow. That's it, folks. That is it. Jesus Christ. What we giving that? What we giving that out of 10, y'all? 150? Holy. Were you driving? 150? My God. Oh, wait. Maybe it's not done.
Well, that was absolutely incredible, and I know I for sure will never get tired of cars parachuting out of planes anytime soon. But I am going to need a minute to process all the amazing gameplay we just watched, which works out just fine, because we need to welcome everyone who just is joining us right now. So for those of you who just turned up,
oh no, it is over.
The Gamescom 2020.
Wow, it is over. My God. We sure Halo coming out this year? Oh my God. Wow. 0 out of 10, 4 out of 10, sleep out of 10. Oh, Lord. That Forza shit looked good. That was definitely the best thing they showed. Yeah, man. Wow. Wow, man. I was hoping we at least got to see some Halo. Yeah, this controller is fire. I ain't gonna buy it or nothing, but yeah, that's fire. Now that's the controller I would like put up on like a collector shelf. Oh man, I ain't gonna keep y'all here though. It's been boring enough. I gotta hit the gym anyway, so I'm gonna holler back at y'all. I'm gonna hit the gym. I'm gonna probably try to stream some Hades later on today. No guarantees though, no guarantees. But I do want to get back into Hades, play some of that, and Psychonauts goes live at 8 p.m. Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna play some Hades if anything tonight. Try and get further in that. And yeah, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way out. And I might be going live tomorrow for opening night live with Jeff Keighley. Hopefully that'll be a much better show, but I doubt it. So if anything, that might be a impromptu type of live stream. I don't want to set no expectations. I don't want to set no schedules up because I might not make it to that stream. But if I will make it, y'all know. Hit that bell so y'all know I'm live. If anything, let me see something. Did they drop any 4K? I don't even know if there's anything I care to see in 4K. Yeah, I really. That's the Dying Light trailer. Is this 4K? Let's see. It is 4K. Yeah, let's watch this in 4K. I want to see what this looking like.
Sometimes I wonder what this city looked like before all this.
Cause this right here, other than Dying Light and Forza, Psychonauts,
people had their ambitions, plans.
I get that joint at 2 out of 10.
It's all gone. The virus started it, but it was the people who made the world the way it is. This city, Villador.
Thing about this game is it's a last generation game.
They had hope.
So I'm hoping it's gonna have like next gen upgrades.
Broke into many different ones. Instead of fighting together, people stood against each other. War broke out.
Was it a little bird met a broken leg?
Hope died. Now the city is falling.
Each time we strike down an enemy, we absorb their strength.
But I can't let that happen. At least, not yet. I need the secrets the city holds.
Sly said the Dying Light looks epic. Absolutely. We definitely gonna be live streaming this on the channel.
I have to pick a side.
The Bazaar needs good people.
You're doing great so far.
I have to make a difference.
Let's check and see.
They say that great change is a series of small gestures. How about this series?
Zip lines, grappling hooks, paragliders, parkour. You already know the weapon customization gonna be crazy. Got brass knuckles. Blocked. Ooh.
Is all hope really gone? We'll see about that.
Destiny became crossplay. Oh, I think it was in beta, right? For a little minute, the crossplay was in beta. Oh, Halo update, man. Jaguars running back Travis Etienne suffered a serious Lens Frank injury that will keep him out for at least 12 weeks. Damn. His season is over. His season is over, yo. Destiny crossplay. Let me see. Destiny 2 crossplay goes live today. Players across PC, Xbox, PlayStation, and Stadia can finally play together. Rework Trials of Osiris mode goes live on September 10th with BattleEye anti-cheat. Cool. Two Finger Donut said, "What did I miss? Any exclusives announced? Hell no. Not a damn thing. You ain't missed not a damn thing." Oh, Parris is trending. All right, y'all. I'm out. I'm going to holler at y'all later, if anything. You thought me and Jack was making a sports podcast? Nah, I was trolling. But maybe one day. Shit, if I ever get this YouTube shit off the ground and I get, you know what I mean? I get to maybe move down to a part-time job and, you know, have income from both. Maybe I would have, you know, I have more time. I'll do a sports podcast as well as other type of more like content and shit like that. But I just don't got no time. Just don't got no time to cater to a whole podcast and shit. Xbox show anything off? Not really. Dying Light look good. Forza Horizon 5 look good. That's about it. Spider was good. Jay Conson, you already know. We out here, man. A sports podcast would be dope, though. I had to get my boy Jeremy on there, too. Jeremy, definitely Jack. A couple other guys. Fame been wanting me to do a sports podcast, too. So he'll probably get down with the move. That'd be a nice 4. I ain't gonna hold you. That would be a nice 4 right there. And then we have, like, guests and shit. But I gotta go. I gotta go work out. You know what I mean? I can't be getting fat. You know what I'm saying? I gotta stay fit. And we'll holler at y'all. Follow me on Twitter at jmain518. And see y'all in the next stream. Peace out. Peace out.